Hi, my name is Clarence Jones. I currently teach physics, AP Physics, Environmental Science, and AP Environmental Science at Stockbridge High School. Today is November the 6th, 2025. My aim is to speak to a 3-year data collection from Stockbridge High School, Henry County School District, and the state of Georgia. My target audience is the science department here at Stockbridge High School. The goal is to talk about lowering the level 1 and level 2 percentages on the biology EOC in regards to two subgroups, one of black students and the other of English language learners. I hope you enjoy the presentation. To help us navigate, we have a table of contents. It's as follows. First is the purpose. Second is the demographics. Third is the 2022 overview between Stockbridge High, Henry County, and the state of Georgia. Fourth, we have the 2023 overview between Stockbridge High School, Henry County School District, and the state of Georgia. Fifth is the 2024 overview between Stockbridge High School, Henry County, and the state of Georgia, followed by the graduation rates, and then finally finishing up with the next steps. The purpose of this presentation is to evaluate key performance and outcome of Stockbridge High School data from 2022 to 2024 and compare these trends with county and state data. This, this analysis aims to identify strengths, gaps, and areas for improvement to inform data-driven decision making and support student success. The specific performance data will be evaluated by the biology milestone, test scores, and levels. Looking at student demographics, Stockbridge High has a low level of diversity. The figures haven't shifted much between 2022 and 2024. African American and Black students have the bulk of the population in all 3 years, with not much fluctuation. Hispanic and Latino population is the next largest ethnicity group, with roughly 17% of the populace. The population of Hispanics and Latinos have risen with every trend to continue upward. The subgroup of the economically disadvantaged has made climbs with at least 200 or more students a year, reporting to the subgroup. There is only one graph for the percentage of male and females. That is because over the 3-year period, the trend stayed the same, with males having 51% and females having 49% of the population. Now taking a look at the teacher demographics, there have been no significant changes over a 3-year period. One thing I found interesting is that while the student population increased in the year of 2023, the number of teachers was at its lowest at 79 teachers during that time. The trend of male teachers also increased over 3 years, which leads me to believe the, the trend will remain positive. There was a small flux in the female teacher count, but overall a steady count. The largest ethnicity is African American and Black teachers, and that trend was positive over the 3 years, which would suggest that the trend will continue to be positive. Adversely, the second largest ethnicity group of white teachers have shown a decrease over a 3-year time period. Taking a look at the biology data from all 3 levels, my focal point of data I used was a bit personal as I'm a science teacher, so I focused on the science data with the science department being my audience. Just focusing in on the data pertaining to my focal subgroups of Black and English language learners, or ELL, I would use them interchangeable throughout the presentation. Stockbridge Black student data on the biology EOC level 1 or beginning shows to have a higher percentage than that of the district, but lower than that in the state of Georgia. EALs at Stockbridge at level 1 were less than both Henry County and Georgia, but still a high percentage of ELLs at the school. Level 2 or developing learner for the Black subgroup is much less than the district, but on par with Georgia. Level 2 for ELLs at Stockbridge had a lower percentage than the district, but on par when it comes to terms of Georgia. From the 2023 biology data, looking at data from Stockbridge in 2023, the first thing I noticed was that level 1 increase for all subgroups with data. The level 1s for blacks increased from 47.74% to 57.78%. ELLs at level 1 increased from 53.66% to 73.08%. The level 2 percentages also decreased as well. The trend that is consistent for the data for Henry County also became inherently worse, for the same subgroups for the same year. It is important to note that in this year, this is when Henry County School System's internet system was hacked by a cyber attack, and the county did not have internet from 2023 of November through the first few weeks of January in 2024. And considering that Stockbridge High School is one of the schools in Henry County that operate on a bi-semester school year, meaning that a student would take one full class one semester at a time, could contribute to low data in that first part of the 2024 data. Finally, taking a look at the 2024 biology master data. The biology data for Stockbridge High School, the percentage of level 1 for African Americans increased from 57.45% in 2023 to 60.87% in 2024. Adversely, during this exact time, there's no major difference in the percentages in African Americans in Henry County and in the state of Georgia alike. They both show little change in their data. ELLs at Stockbridge High show an increase in level 1 scores from 73.08% to 81.25%. This increase could be the result of the increase of Latino students enrolled at SHS. At the county level, the ELLs percentage also increased about 4%. The data for the state was virtually the same for 2023 and 2024, showing no difference in the data. Subsequently, at Stockbridge, the amount of level 2 learners decreased, which should be a great thing, but unfortunately the number of level 3 amounts decreased in the same time, meaning that those level 3s that were there dropped to either level 2 or to level 1. Okay, now taking a look at the graduation overview between Stockbridge High School, Henry County, and the state of Georgia. We see that the state of Georgia here in yellow, it has an average rate roughly of 84.06% in 2022, 84.36% in 2023, and 85.44% in 2024. Those numbers aren't really wide in variation. Then we look at Henry County, it was in red. Henry County numbers were above the average rate in the state of Georgia for all 3 years, with in 2022, 86.76% from Henry County, in 2023, 87.69% in Henry County, and in 2024, 86.78%, which again, all numbers are higher than that of the state of Georgia. Stockbridge, on the other hand, scored below the state of Georgia. In 2022, the graduation rate at Stockbridge was 77.40%. In 2023, the graduation rate went up to 81.54%. And in 2024, it dropped down to 75.69%, which is roughly about 10 points less than that of the state. The raise in the graduation rate in 2023 could be a result directly of the fact that the population in 2023 had also increased at Stockbridge High School. Adversely, the population or the graduation rate could have decreased in 2024 due to the lower enrollment rate or the lower student rate in the year of 2024 for Stockbridge High School. Okay, we have the next steps in discussion that's going to wrap this up. We need to identify the bubble students at each level. And simply what that means is which students can we grab that are close to moving up to the next tier, meaning they're close to being level 2, level 3, or level 4, and it's only by mere points. How can we grab those? We need to identify those students. Then we also need to determine how to increase our level 3 and level 4 scores. Looking back at the data, we could see that there were not many level 3 and level 4s for Stockbridge High School, or really for Henry County, as that matters as well. But in terms of Stockbridge High School, there weren't that many level 3s and level 4s. So how can we get those numbers to increase? How do we determine what those students are? The last of the next steps, we will look at the breakdown. We'll look at the breakdown of the standards to determine which sections were the lowest and implement a plan to strengthen those standards. So simply saying that if we looked at the evolution section in biology, if that section was the lowest, then how can we in class increase that percentage-wise? Do we need to spend more time on it? Do we need to have extra tutorial on it? Things of that nature. What do we have in place for that? Some questions to ponder on your way out. What can we as science teachers do, or what can we as a science department do as a collective to better biology scores? Are there any strategies and practices that we need to implement daily? Are we utilizing the ESOL accommodations regularly and consistently in the classroom? Are we honoring tutorial days? Are we reaching out to parents to make them aware of tutorial days and times? So these are some things that we can consider and we can come back and ponder about in terms of how do we attack these next steps and these questions. Thank you for your time. Again, my name is Clarence Jones. It's been my pleasure. Thank you.